Gills are back at home this afternoon as we take on informed Bradford City. It's going to be one of those games where we're either going to get absolutely thumped 5-0 or we're going to somehow sneak a 1-0 victory. All unravelling here on German Gills. Welcome to the German Gills Show. I'm going to be your host, Reece, today for every step of today's game against Bradford City. Thank you very much for stopping by on this German Gills Show. And any Bradford fans here, thank you very much for stopping by also. This season, we are sponsored by C&A Building Products. The link to their website can be found in the description down below. And if you are doing a building project at the moment and you need some materials, these are you guys to go to. And if you're a Gills season ticket holder and you do make some purchases, you can get 10% off your order. Right, let's head over to Adam Wesgate. So Adam, Bradford in a real run of form at the moment. We're not in a run of form at the moment. George Lapsley's coming back down to Priestfield. It's going to be one of those days, is it not?
Yes, I fear it could very well be one of those days. Today, I mean, really by the end of the season, we should be safe now. I mean, if we're not, we're going to have to be beyond catastrophic. So it doesn't feel good to say on the day that it's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, but anything can happen. And there are kind of two big changes we've got. I mean, Masterson's in for Ema. I mean, that's the big one, really, because Ema's been playing every game. And Nevitt being out for, well, you could say Jimmy J. Morgan or Hawkins, however you want to say it. Up front, definitely I can see giving that a go as a good idea, although I do think Nevitt's pressing is good even when he's not playing well. It'd be interesting to see what happens without Ema there over a few games, if that lasts. And Masterson's obviously been gone for a while, so, I mean, I'm hoping for a draw today. Hopefully we can just get a draw, get something on the board. You never know, but I wouldn't expect too much there. I haven't got my hopes up. Oh, we'll get this season out of the way one way or another. Wesgate Gills.
And, of course, we've got the German Gills fan zone. Fans been reaching out to the show about our game this afternoon against Bradford City, and here's what they have to say.
Afternoon, Reece, Stefan here. Just got to the Priestfield for today's game against Bradford. Good atmosphere, to be fair. Going to go for a 1-1 draw today. Don't know who's going to score, but hopefully we get the 3 points. How you doing well, mate? Up the Gills, and let's get Gills.
Hi Reece, so I'm actually going to make a game today for once. Got my schedule freed up. Looking forward to the game against Bradford. Although they're second in the table, I think we should be able to do it. You've always got to have positivity and up the Gills.
Hi Reece, on my way to the match. I think we are going to be victorious today. We're going to have a 3-2 win against Bradford. Let's get Gills.
Hello Reece, I hope you're okay on this Saturday at 3 o'clock for Gillingham v Bradford City, who are second in the league, and blimey, we really might lose, but knowing my luck, I'm just going to go 2-1 Gills. Come on Gills! I just feel like we've got it in us today to get the result. Maybe Nevitt or Jimmy J. Morgan, I like them to score. Masterson might be back as well, so that'll be good, but come on Gills, subscribe to German Gills, up the Gills, and let's hope for a win, which we probably won't.
Reece Ben here, hope you are well, having a fantastic week. Just arrived at Priestfield for this afternoon's game with Bradford City. Well, I'm hoping that we're going to respond very, very well after our 3-1 defeat at Newport on Tuesday night. Of course, I was just more delighted that we actually scored a goal at Newport, as it was our first goal there since 1986. So, but I'm not that confident for today. Obviously, Bradford are flying high, they're second in the league, and of course, obviously, what with Walsall losing to Grimsby today, they could go top. So I think it's going to be a 2-0 Bradford win, unfortunately, but hopefully I am wrong, and fingers crossed for 3 points as always, and let's get Gills.
Let's head over to Priestfield Stadium for today's live match reaction. Let's get Gills! So we're about to get underway at Priestfield Stadium. Big shout out to our sponsor, C&A Building Products. A link to their website can be found in the description down below. And if you'd like access to full match replays, you can do so by joining our membership scheme on YouTube. The join button is down below. I want to give a big shout out to Callum, who's going for a 1-0 win today. My goodness me, that would be great, wouldn't it? And it's going to be a tough game. We've got Max Seamer out the squad. He's on the bench actually this game. But there's no big number 9 for Max Seamer to mark. So we want a bit more agility up at the back. So we've got Masterson instead, who's now in there. So we'll see how that one unfolds for this game. But it's going to be a tough one. So Bradford got a freak on the far right side, taken by Richie Smallwood, the captain, puts it into the box, and this could be a dangerous moment for Gills. It's headed over the bar by Bradford, and that's the first real attack of this game. I didn't see who got the header. It looks like it could have been maybe Jack Shepherd. Didn't quite see who it was. It was Jack Shepherd. It was a good ball in the box by Smallwood, and it's a bit of an aerial threat there as Gills were over the place. They really outmuscled there with that leap, but luckily it went over the bar. But the first attack goes to Bradford. Oh, and Gills are gearing the ball right in the centre park, and Bradford from the front foot here, and we've got to be careful. There could be a goal for Bradford. It's a decent save by Morris, and I think it was a shot by Tommy Lee. I mean, we're complaining that the ball was it was a foul in the lead up to that, and we gave away the ball. I'm not totally sure, but we need to be more alert here as Bradford try and find a way through, and Gills do win possession back. It is offside, but it's a decent attack from Bradford, but Gills just went a little bit sleepy there, which is remnants of what happened at Newport. But we just got away with it on because Glenn Morris made himself big, meaning that Tommy Lee couldn't get the ball past him. I mean, arguably Little was fouled there, but it was still quite weak. But Bradford took their chance, a good pass through, and Lee did get the shot on target, but it was parried by Morris. Still 0-0. Joe's got a free kick in a very dangerous position. We've got a few on the ball. We've got Little, Clark, and Morgan. It's going to be Little maybe that takes this one. It's also going to be a shot, isn't it? I just hope if we get the rebound, I was saying, was it a shot on goal and it just goes over the bar. It's not a bad effort. I mean, Newport's one on Tuesday was a lot better because it went in under the crossbar. But I've got to say, at the moment, it's a very scrappy game. Bradford are the team that's probably likely to score at the moment. They've got much better method going forward. And Little is not having a great game with his passing and with his delivery. It's been pretty woeful, actually. But it is still 0-0, so obviously there's always hope. Gills potentially coming forward the left-hand side of McKenzie. He's done well to win that ball. Can we use this opportunity the best we can as it goes to the box? Surely someone's there. Oh, it's just... No one could get there quick enough, but it's going to be Hutton that just about keeps it. Oh, he can't even keep it in play. And I'm going to keep this in the highlight reel because actually the last 20 minutes, or since the free kick highlight, Bradford have been the team that's been coming forward and with the possession and putting decent balls in the box, but all sort of coming to naught. But it's been a really scrappy game, a really poor game with poor quality over the park for the last 20 minutes. And ultimately, that's where we are at with this game currently, and it is still 0-0. Wow, Gbode's on. Want to take that down. Can we actually use his motion in play to make something happen? As Morgan's got the ball, is he going to cut inside and make the chance for himself? Well, we got a bit lucky there as he got it over to the right side of Hutton as Little puts it into the box. And can we actually make something happen? Heads towards goal. Someone get the shot away, headed out by Bradford. And it's McKenzie, the shot, and it's blocked. And it goes over to the left-hand side for Clark to put it back in. It's a really deep ball. If anything, it's a bit of a clearance. But Gale's going to pick this one up. I know he's not a natural striker, but he's going to take the shot on himself. And Gills have a shot on target. And would you believe it? It comes from Sam Gale. That's probably the most exciting thing that's happened with Gillingham going forward at this game so far. And, at least Gale found the target and that's had to make Sam Walker do something about it. And he just clutched it into his midriff. And that is half-time. So half-time, it's Gillingham 0, Bradford City 0. And on the line, we've got Adam Wesgate.
Good afternoon.
So it's been an absolute brilliant game, isn't it, Adam? It's been high-class football, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, well, it's been better than Newport where my dad went, so I think I've picked the right one.
Oh, God. Can't believe your dad went to that one.
Not good after Morecambe, was it? No, it's today it's just been, at least we've kept them to 0-0. I mean, I'd say Bradford have probably slightly edged it in terms of being the better team, but if we can get a point out of this, I think we all would have been happy at the start of the day.
I do feel a little bit like, I don't know if you might agree or disagree, but I feel like we've dragged Bradford down to our current level at the moment. I don't know what you think of that.
I think that should be the tactical season. Or drag them down to Morecambe's level. Even better, we might actually win. But yeah, I'd agree with that. I think that it's been a very scrappy game, as neither team has really stood out.
No, and I think if one team gets a goal, I ultimately think that will be the end result. It's definitely got 1-0 or 0-0 written all over it.
I would think so. I think the only reason that might be different is if we scored and Bradford because they'll probably just go for it and they might open up quite a bit. But aside from that, I think you're spot on. I think it'll just be a 1-goal game. But probably, I think it's going to 0-0 would actually be my guess.
Yeah, no goals in Gillingham games. What a surprise!
we do like a 0.
All right, Adam. Thanks for this, and we'll catch up at full time.
See you then.
So we're about to get underway for the second half. Big shout out to our other supporter of the channel, which is Viper Golf. They make fantastic retro football golf shirts. If you go to the link in the description down below and use GG5 at checkout, you can get £5 off your order. Right, now just hope that we can get something from this game. I just feel if Bradford score, it's over. If we score, we got a good chance. Or it could be 0-0. I don't know, but hopefully we get something from it. There's a ball over the top here, and Gills got defensive work to do as Masterson's come back. It's meant to be a lob over the goalkeeper, and it hits the roof of the net. And Bradford come through with a bit of a snap attack there, and it's good work by Tommy Lee, who had good vision and good confidence to go for the shot there, because there was really nothing else on. It was a punt forward by Jamie Walker, and Lee got the attacking side of Masterson and went for a little bit of went for glory, and luckily for Gillingham, it went over the bar as Bradford are building an attack here with the captain, Richie Smallwood. Do we keep the highlight going? I think we do. There's a bit of space in the centre as Lapsey passes that through, and Bradford are on the front foot, and that's a really poor shot, actually. And luckily, Gillingham again get away with that one, but Bradford are spark it into life. I think it was Tommy Lee again with the shot on that left-hand side. Good work by Lapsey there, and Jamie Walker passes that ball to Tommy Lee into the hands of Morris, and the attack is over. Gills with the corner on the right-hand side, going into the centre box. Can we get something on target? Come on, take the shot towards... Yes! And we scored! And I think that's it. McKenzie... Oh, no, it's Masterson. He's come back into the squad, and he's backed himself a goal, and Gills have gone 1-0 up on the 55th minute. My goodness me. I didn't expect us to score anything in this game, and it's Masterson, who we know can score goals, has got himself on the score sheet. My goodness me. Just took the shot, it landed at his feet, put his foot through it, and it just went along the ground like a really strong daisy cutter into the back of the net. Come on, let's see the replay of this one. The corner's got into the box, near to the post. Bradford do head it down straight into Masterson, who just whacks it as hard as he can, and it's gone into the back of the net. And Gills, I can't believe it, are 1-0 up against Bradford, who are currently sitting second in the table. Come on. Gbode's done really well to take it out of the sky. Can Gills create a charge? Never's got the ball. Just find a way to take a shot. Never get it across the goal. He does, and it's gone out for a corner. No, hasn't gone out for deflection, but I've got to say, just for the highlight purpose, that touch from Gbode was great, and it opened it up for Nevitt to try and get something on goal. And let's watch it one more time. Oh, we don't get to see the touchdown, but Nevitt, as he ran out of space essentially, and it looks like a little deflection. It should have been the corner, but it wasn't, and Bradford got the ball, and it's still 1-0 to the Gills. Oh, Gbode's done really well there, and he might be able to get through and get a shot on target himself. He's one on the goalkeeper. Surely this is the second goal, and it goes straight towards the goalkeeper, and it's good work from Gbode. Just didn't quite get the shot far enough away from the goalkeeper, but a good turn of pace and good run forward, and Gillingham nearly did get their second goal of the game. My goodness me, it's a great counter-attack though, but we have just conceded a free kick. We've got 10 minutes to go plus stoppages, and I think there's going to be a handful of stoppages, but Gbode, a little bit unlucky there, but nonetheless created that chance himself, used a lot of his pace, a lot of his strength to get forward, but Sam Walker was equal to it, and the game is still 1-0 to the Gills. Let's watch it one more time as he runs forward. Gbode, that's what I was making was the highlight. He went a little bit too far to the right, and then it was too central, unfortunately, and taken easily by Sam Walker. Wow, as we hit 80 minutes, Gills still trying to look for a second. Bradford got a little bit of an opportunity here to get goals, and it's a great... Oh, what on earth happened there? It was a good shot by Bradford. I didn't see who got the shot. Number 17, I haven't got the name of that player. Is it right? I'm not sure, but Morris was really equal to it, but it's such a good shot, and I reckon that is going in the top right-hand corner there, and Morris just parries it. As the ball goes into the box one more time, it's headed away by Gills. Gills under a lot of pressure at the moment as Bradford are trying to find a way for a sliced attempt there, but it is small with the captain who tries to recycle. It goes to the left-hand side, and it is blocked by Gills, and my goodness me, it's all go for Bradford as they have this flurry of attack at the moment. It's the live cleared away by Hutton, and is Gillingham going to have a counter-attack opportunity here as Walker is really far out of his goal. If Gills can pick this one up, we might be able to get a shot on target ourselves. Oh, we just can't, unfortunately, but Gills have got themselves a free kick right on the centre circle, and I think that's going to be a yellow card for Jack Shepherd. It all happened there, my goodness me. Gills will throw on the far right side, taken by Hutton, launched it into the box. Can we get the second goal here? It's set it away by Bradford and cleared. And Gills got to be careful for this counter-attack here, but it's gone straight to Gillingham feet and Gale, and it's gone now to Johnny Williams' feet. Can we make something happen here as it goes to Hutton on the right-hand side? It puts that ball over top to Aimer. Can Gills find a way to get a shot on goal? And there's a lot of space on the left-hand side of Gbode, and I've got to tell you what, Gbode does really well to make the run and receive the pass from Johnny Williams. A good vision, but it's just one of those, I think, if he just takes a touch to slow the pace of the ball down, he might have more luck. I know he went for the snapshot to keep the goalkeeper, Sam Walker, unawares, but the ball is bobbly. I wonder if he just took a touch there, it might have set him up better, but still, good intent from Gills the last few minutes of this game. And that is full time. And against all of the Thornburg expectations, Gillingham have walked away with a 1-0 victory. That's 2 home game wins in a row for the Gills, and it pulls us further away from that relegation battle. And what a fantastic win that is. That's the Gillingham team we like to see. That's the battle we like to see, and it feels good. For finally on a German Jewish show since the 14th of December to get a win as well, obviously because last week there was no show. But Gills have walked away with a 1-0 win against Bradford City, and it's brilliant. It feels great. Let's see if Adam Wesgate feels the same.
Well, that was a bit of a turn up for the books, wasn't it? I mean, nobody expected that. So, 1-0. I think it's 4 games in a row now that we've got a goal, which is baby steps towards the second one. But when was the last time we did that? Maybe December. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. That was a great 3 points. Probably level in the first half. Maybe Bradford edged it a little bit, but we deserved the 3 points in the end. And I'd like to point out Connor Masterson when he plays. It's a bit like Robbie McKenzie. He does pop up with a few goals and he adds something going forward, especially with 3 centre-backs. That's the sort of thing over a course of a season that can make a real difference when you've got these odd players just popping in with a few goals here, a few goals there. But it got us the 3 points today, so great finish, great atmosphere. It's pretty much got us safe now. I mean, it had to be a catastrophe to not be safe after the Morecambe win, but much better win against much better opposition than Morecambe. Not that we're going to go really, really far, but you've got to feel good about today. Well, what a surprise. Lord Skeets Gills.